It was October 1933 and the scene continues from the previous episode, when Daisy got murdered and the cast is stuck inside the cabin, trying to figure out what to do. Chad said, "The phone lines are down, we need to figure out what we will do. Either way, it's important we keep together tightly." Billy said, "Oh God, we gotta hide in the basement." Beta said, "Yeah, we gotta hide somewhere and stay quiet." Alpha said, "We should dominate the killer, attack him." Clowner said, "Yeah, we need to fuck him in the ass." Luciana said, "That sounds too dangerous, we should focus on reaching help." Gloria said, "There is that watchtower nearby, it should have a radio." Stacy said, "Going there with the killer out there, sounds insane." Chad said, "We will go to the tower, we don't have a choice, we'll just move in a tight group carefully and quick, those who wanna come with me, let's leave now." Chad said, "It will take 10 minutes to walk there, keep your eyes open and hear for any sounds." During the walk, they were being followed. Then they arrived to the watchtower and found a working radio from inside. Chad asked, "Did it work?" Gloria said, "Yeah, it did, help should be on the way, but we need to get the hell out of here." Chad said, "Okay, let's try to get back to the cabin as fast as we can." Then the stranger shot an arrow that went through Martha, making her stumble and fall to her death. Chad screamed, "Run!" Then they returned to the cabin and were discussing their next moves. Gloria said, "It worked, help should be on the way at some point." Stacy asked, "Where is Martha?" Chad said, "The killer got her, she may have not been the best person, but she was still my mother." Beta asked, "What do we do now?" Chad said, "I actually like what Alpha proposed earlier, we could gang up against him, it is many against one, if you are still up to, we can do it." Alpha felt a wave of cringe go through his body as he realized that he was not so ready to face it, once it actually is gonna be happen, his masculine aura got annihilated in that instance. Clowner said, "Well, if that pussy is not up to it, I will go with you and dominate him." Chad shouted, "Come on out, we're not scared of you, there's more of us against you alone." Then the stranger walked out to them. Chad asked, "Explain yourself, why did you attack us, why did you kill my mother and uncle?" The stranger said, "I came here as a customer one time, and you told me I had a micro-dong, and turned me away." Chad said, "Oh, I remember you now, not only do you have a micro-dong, you give off massive small dick energy, what a pathetic waste of breath, you know, you picked the wrong people to mess around with." Then, Chad shot the stranger dead. Chad said, "Now we wait for the cops to arrive and we'll explain everything." Then the cops arrived and they were understanding of them killing the murderer. They stayed in the cabin, but during the next month, their business started to fall apart completely, as the location had now been dubbed as the serial killer forest, making customers not dare to come there, since one of the customers had been killed. Also, since this made the news, the cast's past was unearthed, and them killing the vampires came to the knowledge of the customers, further scaring them away. Then it had been 2 months since the murders and it was December 1933. Chad said, "Well, the business is done for, but at least we have this cabin to live in." Billy said, "Man, I can't believe it's over, my dreams crushed, I really thought we had made it." Gloria said, we will need to move on, we need to start to apply for jobs now. Gothical said, dreams destroyed, like innocence shattered, end of something, beginning of something else, as dark as the night feels, the sun is there to rise, to wipe the tears away. Chad said, we'll get through this, like we always do, it will be moving into the unknown, but we will find our strength through it, and we will rise higher than ever before.